my day, it's so hot. It's why everyone's miserable in this country. Why every time I decide to record, the wind just starts playing up, man? What the hell? Disclaimer: yeah, this video has spoilers for the new Mission Impossible film. So if you haven't watched that, actually, I don't really care. Watch this video anyway because I want people to watch it. But I recently watched the new Mission Impossible film, right? And even though it was quite good, it wasn't as good as like the other ones, like Fallout, and even the previous one, Dead Reckoning. And I feel like a lot of that is to do with the story. The first thing I wanted to talk about is like the first part of the film. Everything was paced so weirdly. There was a ton of flashbacks about like the previous films, and then comes like the Entity. So like across the two films, there was this major bad guy called the Entity, right? And the Entity is like an AI, which I thought was really cool. But I feel like developing that into the second film wasn't the best idea. I mean, it should have been the main bad guy, but like me personally, I think that the bad guy should have been like human as well. I'll get onto that next, but I feel like that was one point where they kind of lacked a bit. Half this video is waffle, by the way. I actually don't know what I'm talking about. I feel like the point that I'm trying to make is that it isn't always good to have like some robotic villain. Like Wall-E did it, and I think some other films like decades ago did it, and sometimes it works, but I don't know, to me I just feel like there should be another villain alongside like AI. And also another thing that they always do in these films is just nukes. Enough with the nukes, man. Like, why does everything have to be about nukes? Like, is there not another plot device that you guys can use up in Hollywood, bro, that can like, you know, world domination, some bullshit like that, man? But it always has to be nukes, which pisses me off. One of the best things about this film though was like the cinematography and the action. Bro, Tom Cruise is like 62 years old and he loves hanging off fucking planes, for fuck's sake. He's so committed to his thing, but like you have to realize maybe safety reasons as well, but still there was so many amazing scenes, like the underwater scene, hanging off the plane, him jumping into the water, the submarine. Although I do feel like the submarine part could have been a bit shorter. I feel like it was dragged on so much, but no, it was really good. And obviously the cast as well, things like that make the film good. It is a good watch. Like, you guys should watch it. It's just compared to the other films isn't as great, especially a film being like, you know, the last one. I just felt there should have been more to it. Okay, now disregard everything I've just said. Here's the main reason I don't like this film. Fucking Gabriel, fam. Who is Gabriel? Well, for those who don't know, Gabriel is pretty much the human like prophet version of the AI guy. So he's like pretty much the human messenger, pretty much. And they spent 2 whole movies with him and didn't explain who the fuck he is. Do you know how annoying that is? He's supposed to be like this Thanos level character, yeah? And the way, oh my god, the way he dies, yeah, is so dumb. He he jumps off a plane, right? And he says, oh yeah, I have a parachute, ha, fuck you. And then slides off the plane. He hits his balls on the tail fin, and then his head gets split open by the tail fin as well. Dumb. And the only thing that we know about him is that he was part of like Tom Cruise's character's past, Ethan. But we only get one flashback, and that's with some girl named Marie. And nothing else. Like, do you know how annoying that is? I spent 2 films here, 2 years, trying to figure out who this guy is. You know what I did? I have now made my own backstory for him. I've made my own backstory for him, which I'm gonna narrate now. So to explain the bad guy's backstory, I pretty much just rewrote the final scene. And the final scene takes place in a doomsday bunker where the AI bad guy can get access to nukes or some bullshit Hollywood thing like that. Here we are, the doomsday vault. Ethan, hand me the drive. Gabriel, no. Handing you the drive will mean the extinction of the human race. Nobody can handle the entity. It's too much power, it must be destroyed. Oh my god, this is so cringe, I can't do this. You know, I'm gonna do it anyway, I don't care. You know what, fuck this, yeah, I'm not gonna do the accent, it's pissing me off. Ethan, still as naive as you were 30 years ago when I stole Marie's life. Then there's a pin drop silence. Gabriel looks at Ethan's friends. They don't know? Ethan, you didn't tell them. Me and Ethan over here were military intelligence, the best in the business. We destabilized terrorist groups and ideologies and made the world a safer place. They nicknamed us the Ghosts, not because we vanished, but because we haunted and tormented our enemies. And then after that in the script it says Ethan tries to interrupt, but Gabriel cuts him off. See, the only problem is dynamic duos don't come without differences. Ethan believed in peace, second chances, and resolution. But me, I believed in salvation. I believed in destruction. I believed that killing was a way to cure the world of its diseases. You were a terrorist. I was a prophet, a savior in a dying earth. But no, you had to betray me. You put out a hit on me. You were too far gone. Your motivations were too dangerous. The agency had no other choice, Gabriel. There was no other way. Gabriel looks away from Ethan and looks at his friends. A long flashback appears with Gabriel and Ethan's last mission. Marie dies at the end and Ethan gets framed. Bro, why am I doing this? Why didn't you stop me, Ethan? Why didn't you stop me on our last mission? Why didn't you stop me when I shot Marie and watched as her soul left her body? Why didn't you stop me when I framed you? Because you knew deep down that I was right. It was all written, and the entity was the one who wrote it. Oh yeah, in the end credits scene, Tom Cruise is gonna come back and he's gonna explain Scientology to everyone. And yeah, that's pretty much it.